Interesting question I got asked. Could Gladys Knight have been bigger without the Pips? You know, so often than not, people often associate her uh, with the Pips. They were a group, family act, etc. Bubba Knight, her brothers, relatives, etc. But what would have been different her if she had had a full fledged solo career? That is an interesting question because the Pips were big. They all together. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, legendary. You think of Gladys Knight and the Pips. That's a running theme. As a matter of fact, I can't think of another female lead of a vocal group that you can come to mind. So that's distinctive in its own. But what would her career have been like had she been solo? Had she had a solo career, would she be held higher? That's an interesting topic that I've often pondered. Now, you asked me who are my all-time favorite female singers. She's in my top five. I love me some Gladys Knight. Love the book, soulful. Cause see, I love the soulful era, and only like when I think about Aretha Whitney, or Whitney's up in there because of the tone and everything, and of course I give a nod to Donna Ross and Shaka Khan, but Gladys Knight rounds it up. Donna Summers in there too, but Gladys Knight rounds is up there. And I think about this all the time because there have been other people who led groups. When I do separate Smokey Robinson from the Miracles, because I just separate him as a songwriter, and I did like the Miracles. But something about Gladys Knight, when I think about groups, I don't think. I mean, obviously there are acts that I hold in high regard that sung in groups, but it's something about her I almost think about almost solo, you know. But anyway, do you think her career would have been bigger without the Pips? It's an interesting topic, and it would have been interesting what kind of producers and writers, the trajectory, because it's one of those things that it's all tied together. But what would have been like if she had been a solo artist? Would it have made a difference? It's a very compelling argument. It's a compelling case because you always just assume. And I think most people, I would ask the question to most people: do they count the Pips? Do they count her solo? How do they look at her when they see Gladys Knight and Pips? But it's an interesting topic because she did carry the act. She carried the name. She carried the brand. She was really, because her voice. But that's not to say that Bubba and them weren't important because they were, and just saying. So, when I think about it. So, does she, because obviously you think of her and the Pips. So, pardon me for that, but I had to do a moment. But um, it's an interesting topic. She's been around forever and a day, and she still sounds good. I saw her in the American Music Awards with the tribute. She sounded really good. She sounded soulful as always, and I loved her harmony and her tone and the whole nine. Huge Gladys Knight fan. I make no mistake about it. I hold her in high regard. You can put Midnight Train to Georgia up against any song of the last 50 plus years. It can pretty much hold its own. It's one of the greatest soulfulest songs ever. And I put her vocals pretty much up against almost anybody. She did the thing. I still liked her on the episode of The Jeffersons, if you remember it. You know, she just had the down home vibe. I've always liked it about it. Love Overboard, and still saved overtime for me, so she could do the funk. Gladys Knight is underappreciated as far as grooves. You can ride a Leon Silver's groove, and you can do those kind of songs. You know you bad, and got the church in her too. You know she bad. Anyway, let me know. You think Gladys Knight would have been bigger without the Pips or not? What do you think? Hit me up on the bottom. Let me know. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.